We have a very, very special guest. He's already in, and he's a man who is known, maybe by this time tomorrow, he might be known as Adel Amrouche, aka the Breaker of Hearts. He's online, possibly might break the hearts of 200 million Nigerians tomorrow, and he joins us tonight from Uyo, the coach of the Rwanda national team. Adel Amrouche, thank you so much for joining us tonight on Game On. It is very, very, very good to see you, sir. First and foremost, let me start by apologizing. You know, I promised you I was going to apologize. The last time I was talking about you on this show, I made a comment that you weren't particularly happy about, and you told me that it was not true, that you did not spit on the referee, that it was just miscommunication or basically words taken out of context, trying to tarnish your image, and I apologize publicly, openly here, now to you, Coach Amuche. Thank you very much. I'm very shukran. So, Coach, thank you. Let's start by asking, how have you been enjoying your time in Nigeria so far?
You know, first of all, let me thank you for the invitation and to be with these respectable people around you, and to give me the chance to talk with my brother Nigerian, and you know the place for Nigerian people in my heart. You know, I like to make a bit spicy with them because I know them very well. Because when I grew up, when I was boy, when I opened my eyes in my origin country in Algeria, the first image what I have, I was boy, and I saw the game Algeria in the 80s, Algeria against Nigeria's Green Eagles at that moment, and I saw that fantastic mathematical player, nickname mathematical is Odegbami, and he killed us at that moment. I remember all the day that when we talk about team. It was fantastic team, and I started to love football from that game. From that game, I was following the national teams, Green Eagles, Algeria, you know, Africa. That generation gave me that love of football, to be a footballer and also to be coach after.
Well, Coach, thank you so much. Trust me, Nigerians, we love you too. If I do recall, one of your closest friends, you did tell me that one of your closest friends in football that a lot of people actually don't know was the late Stephen Keshi, that he and you were actually quite close. You were very, very good friends. Tell us about your relationship with Stephen Keshi.
Of course, I have very, very good, I had very good relationship with my brother Stephen, because I know him when he was in Belgium. And when he started to be coach, we exchange always information, and we are pro-African coaches, we like each other. We like to give chance for African assistant coaches. We like to develop our people. And we don't have that chance to be supported with our leaders in CAF, in everywhere, and for that, you see a lot of legend, they kill them. When they give him the national team, they kill them because they don't give him the time to work. And my relation with Stefan, it was like we can say, golden relation, because our project is to put a syndicate of the coaches, make association to defend the right of African coaches. But he passed away. I found myself alone, and I hope I'm going to find some bosses like Stefan who can help me in that project.
Well, Coach, once again, marhaba, welcome to Nigeria. How have you find the atmosphere, the reception in Uyo? Have you been received well? Have you been enjoying? I know you showed me a plate of jollof rice earlier today. Obviously, you've been enjoying the food, but how have you and your team been received by the Nigerian authorities in Uyo?
I don't hear you good. It's not my problem. It's the problem for this wife here in your country, my brother.
I understand.
See,
well, Coach,
I know you are looking about G, 4G, 5G. I think here I have only 1G.
Trust me, we're not doing it on purpose. We're not doing it on purpose. But are you enjoying Nigeria so far? Have you enjoyed the reception in Nigeria?
If I heard good your question, it's about accommodation, about the welcome. Yes, I think we find everything good here in Nigeria, and I thanks a lot the association and the people from Uyo And this is the culture of Nigerian. It's people you don't understand. You don't understand Nigerian people. When someone talking and moving, they think is against. It's people with big heart and people who give, who want to give, who want to share a lot of things with you. But you must understand that. I think what I can say. I thank all these people for all the accommodation, the stadium or training, the hotel. People, we are in the age of football. We are in 2025. That time of make pressure is finished now. Now we have everything. We have camera. We have lot of things we can protect ourselves.
Okay. So you want to ask a question?
Yeah, Coach Abdul. Well, I don't know whether I should welcome you to Nigeria ahead of tomorrow's game, but in the spirit of football, which is sportsmanship, let me welcome you. But the welcome will stop at kickoff, and then at the end of the game, the welcome will return. Let's take a look at our group. South Africa look like they're running away. With the victory today over Lesotho, then we have Rwanda, we have Benin Republic. What can you say about the group? Do you think the group is settled? Do you think there are still chances for either of South Africa, Benin, Rwanda, your team, Nigeria, even Lesotho, to still, find a way to pick the World Cup ticket in that group?
Listen, I will tell you the truth. I'm going to give answer, but around it because I can read now in the mind. Sorry, but I saw the ranking and everything, and maybe you asked me about the chance in that group for Nigeria, for South Africa, like we said, never we can say never. I can be in the place for the coach of Nigeria. But I think each association, they know his expectation. They say he know what is the objective, what they put for the team. And when you have the players with this world class in your team, it's shame if we don't think about World Cup. It's possible. It's possible for everybody. I think like you have chance, like. Maybe we have chance with us. If football is still football in the field, you don't know. But in the reality, you must be realistic. You see, when you see all the team, all the players, what you have, I don't think you don't have chance. Like you see, you can have two teams in this team. You have everything. You have also, the culture for the Super Eagles. I think. You have everything to compete with in this group. The only thing, I don't want to be banned. I'm not going to be deep in my talk because I don't want to be banned again. I think you can read between the lines.
Yes, definitely.
Wale, you have a question for Coach?
Yeah, hi Coach. You're from Algeria, and Algeria have been to the World Cup, to the best of my knowledge, 4 times. 1982, 1986, 2010 in Africa here in 2014. But you're about to coach a Rwandan side that have never been to the World Cup. How tough of a challenge is that? And to address also the elephant in the room, what are your thoughts on the South African situation? FIFA haven't given clarity on the
use of ineligible player.
The use of an ineligible player. The Lesotho versus South Africa game. Still no word from FIFA. I would like to know what you think about that situation.
I think he's struggling to hear us. Coach, did you hear the question?
I don't have the question, but you see now I've responded about how you see your lip moving. You give me big in size, my brother. I don't accept this. Put me in 5 stars. What you put me now in 1 star only? You see what Coach, I can say. Coach, I see. Now you put me like specialist to read between the lip. Sorry, my brother. I can give you answer, because I don't follow you in this question. But sorry, it's not.
You know what? So, coach, you know what? Why don't you let you log off, then log back in, then hopefully it will be better.
I hope we won't lose him completely.
No, we won't lose him. Coach, why don't you log off, end the call, then call back in, then maybe the connection will be better, yeah? You want to try that?
Brother, please, sorry for the telespectator, I come from far, okay? I can, what we can do, maybe if you want to take me again, I go out.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
True.
Sawa. Thank you. If I don't back, it's not me. It's technology. I will back.
I think we should just manage it.
Let's just try. I mean,
you have a game tomorrow.
Sorry.
Try, coach. We'll be waiting for you. We'll be waiting for you.
Put me out from the list and then back.
Yes, okay, no problem. But I mean, he's quite a character.
Fantastic character, yeah.
He's very urbane, very great. I mean, he's actually very warm if you know him, Tony. I mean, you've had a few occasions running with him,
yes.
So
I know him very well.
You've had a good relationship with him in the past, I remember.
No, he's a gentleman, and all he said about Stephen Keshi is very true. He's close to Stephen Keshi, and he's had a long-standing relationship with Nigeria. Interestingly, one of the records that he has is that he's never won any game against a Nigerian team, and his best record is a draw, if I remember, against Nigeria when he was, I think, in charge of Kenya or something, when they came and played a draw in Nigeria. So that's the much I can say. But he's here to do a job, which is to try to put Rwanda in a good position to qualify for the World Cup. It will have been good to get his own perspective of the 3 points stuff. But whatever happens with the 3 points, we have a job to do tomorrow. Whether it's taken off now or whether it will be taken off later, we have a job to do tomorrow against this Rwandan team, against Adel Amrouche. And then, with the other games that we have in the World Cup qualifier. So, but I'm expecting that will be a good game. I'm expecting a tough battle. And I'm also wildly expecting that we should do enough.
Yeah,
in the light of what South Africa did today,
we should do enough.
We should do enough to get the 3 points.
Today is enough incentive because South Africa pummeled Lesotho, and I'm sure that the boys must have seen that and know that, it is not negotiable anymore. These 2 games, tomorrow and next week Tuesday, is a must win. That is the only route to USA, Mexico, and Canada.
Yeah, but then again, you also look at the group standings. If my producer can put that back up on the screen, look at how it currently stands now after Morocco, after South Africa and Benin Republic won today. That means that both teams are far ahead of Nigeria. And if we can put that back up on the screen, there it is now. South Africa now have 16 points, although there is still a small matter of 3 points that they expected to be deducted after featuring an ineligible player against Lesotho. Benin Republic also defeated Zimbabwe 1-0 today. That match was played in Abidjan. Steve Mounier with a 77th minute goal. What Nigeria could not do, Benin Republic did. Scored late and held on for the win, getting 3 points. Rwanda are in 3rd place. Nigeria are in 4th. Lesotho and Zimbabwe are in 5th and 6th. Ordinarily, those 2 are outsiders, but the way it stands now, if South Africa are docked at 3 points, it will go back to 13. If Nigeria wins tomorrow, it will be 10 points for Nigeria. They will close the gap on the leader, South Africa. Then it will be all to play for in that match in Bloemfontein on Tuesday. So, so many calculations, so many ifs, but everything is up in the air. But the honest truth, Tony, is that this is a problem of Nigeria's making.
I mean, last week I sat down. I was trying to put a piece together that I do regularly for the cable. I write regularly for the cable. So I was trying to sit down to look at how we got into this position, and I just couldn't understand how we played these World Cup qualifiers. It's been difficult to explain that we've played 6 games, we've won only 1. Interestingly, the only win is been against Rwanda.
Tony, sorry to cut you short. We have Coach Adel Amrouche back. Coach, thank you for calling back in. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Oh, très magnifique. Okay, wonderful. Wale was
can I
asking you a
ask my
question.
question?
Yeah, so you can repeat
Yeah.
that question now.
Okay, so coach, my question is in two parts. I was asking your country of birth. Algeria have been to the World Cup 4 times, but Rwanda have not been to any. I mean, how tough of the challenge is that? Then secondly, what are your thoughts on the ineligible player that South Africa featured against Lesotho? Interestingly, that player played today. Teboho Mokoena, he started for South Africa against Lesotho. What are your thoughts? Don't you think that you need clarity going into the game tomorrow to know where you stand in that group in the midst of the ineligible player South Africa fielded?
You know, now you are in my situation before when I was alone. Papa. Now fight. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to be banned again.
No comments.
Nothing.
No comment.
You are going to, if you have something, go to fight. Like I fight. But I will tell you, each association, sorry to say that, sorry, yeah, and don't take it. I know sometimes people take it badly what I say. I follow development in Africa, and especially in Nigeria, because I remember when I was a young coach, I remember when Westerhoff he come in Algeria with that team of with Kanu, Babangida, with all these young players at that moment, and Babayaro, and in that moment you have local players, you see. And I think this story to have only Africa still Africa, with African mentality, with African weather, atmosphere, there are something specific for Africa. It's good when you have good players from outside, but the spirit for the local players, you must give them the chance to find good players and to make the mix. You ask me about Algeria. Algeria always the mixed player from local player and professional players. You see, we are not in Europe. Our attitude, the behavior for the players from Europe, like he come from Europe to play in other continent is for him is strange. Africa, there are other spirit there. I don't know how can I explain that for you. I love this for you think, all the big players come from this continent, I don't say the other is not good. It's very good, but you must make a balance.
Okay, Coach, you've looked at the group where there's Rwanda, Lesotho, Zimbabwe, Benin Republic, South Africa, and you look at Nigeria, right? Are you surprised that Nigeria is struggling to qualify for the FIFA World Cup? Are you surprised at all?
I'm not surprised.
Really?
Because you must, of course, you must accept the situation. You must accept situation. Sometimes, if you give advantage for the other association or other teams, take distance, you pay cash in Africa. You see the other people is developing, the other people is doing, is think. I don't want to go deeply in that story because. Like I talk about our continent is there are a lot of things you must adapt ourselves to the reality of African football. In this moment, the power is not balanced between north, south, east, west, central. I think they are disequilibrium somewhere. And that unbalance, he give that sickness now for the Super Eagles. Each time has his own time. I don't know if you understand me or no.
I think I understand what the coach is saying. That basically every national team has its time, and there seems to be a democratization of talent and money all across Africa. A lot of these teams are improving, better coaching, better scouting, better players. So all of them are pretty much improving as well. So you have a question for Coach?
Finally from me, Coach Abdel. You have one record that I'm hoping will stand tomorrow. You've never beaten a Nigerian team. The best result you've had against a Nigerian team was a draw. Yeah.
Tomorrow you take jacket for you with you in the stand because if it's hot, I'm going to give you a cold time.
Okay. All right. So what are you expecting tomorrow? Tomorrow's game. what are your expectations? What do you hope to achieve with Rwanda? The last time we played, your first game in charge, we won 2-0 in Kigali. So what's on your mind ahead of tomorrow's game?
You know, when we have good referees like that, referees from Libya, he's going to officiate the game. You know, the officiate the final. I think it's from Libya. I saw
they've changed
the referees, no?
They've changed the Libyan referee. He's another referee now.
Papa. Congrats. You can stop and we go. You know, okay. This is what I talk about. You know, each person he know how to play with his instrument. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't ask me about something. You know, we are going to lose. Let's talk for the reality of the things. You know, about our players, about our local players, about. You know, about the chance, you told me about the chance. Yeah, every team they have the chance, and of course, if they won all the games, and it's possible in football, you can go. And also, if I win all the games, I can be like the best second team. You see, and we don't have that mentality as coach, as leader. I can say yes, Nigeria is going in my place. No, I'm going to fight. I'm going to make a bit pili for our supporters tomorrow. In Oyo, if God will, you know, and we'll see. But the thing, I am happy. I am very happy to be in this country. It's a great country, and I love the atmosphere for the football here. And what I can say, they give us a lot of star, a lot of fantastic players. I'm not going to give all the list for the players, but what I wish you. All the best, and also, you know, my friend, you know, the only one who can help you tomorrow is my family. One from my family, my brother. He knows about who I'm talking.
Okay, Coach. We'll take a short break now. We'll take a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll continue our conversation with you. Thank you so much for staying tuned. You're still watching Game On here on News Central TV. The phone lines are still open, 07055727272. Please call and let us know your opinions, your thoughts, your belief regarding the qualification hopes of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Can they still qualify for the FIFA World Cup, or you think it's done and dusted? We should just start looking at the Nations Cup in November, December. I still have Tony Bitoye with me and Wale Adigo. And of course, we are joined by the coach of the Rwandan national football team, Adel Amrouche, who joins us from Uyo. Coach, thank you so much for staying tuned. We're still enjoying our conversation with you. And Coach, Rwanda have never qualified for the FIFA World Cup. If you do qualify this Rwandan team for the World Cup, it will be probably one of the greatest footballing achievements ever in the history of the African continent. Now, what would that mean to you personally if you manage that?
I'm realistic, man. I know how much I have in my pocket to go to Lagos. You know, I think with $20 I can go to Lagos. You know, from here, this place. You know, don't take me far in the dream. Dream is good, but I'm a realistic coach. You know, I can like we say, I can buy. The fish, you know, never you buy the fish in the sea, you know. Let when you bring the fish out and you can buy it, you know. Don't take me this, you know. This question is sometimes maybe people who smoke he can give you the answer, but I am a realistic coach.
But coach, it's possible. Togo did it in 2006 against all odds. Togo, Angola. I mean, it's possible. Rwanda can go to the World Cup.
He has looked at the table and he's telling you the truth.
Papa, may I tell you something? You know, I am square. You know, I live day after day. I am African. You get what I mean?
I understand. I understand you.
Yes, and you know, being realistic, if I tell you I have the team to go to World Cup, I don't think I have now in this moment the players complete team to go to World Cup. You know, be honest, is not shame to dream, but I'm realistic. You know, I need some players, quality players who can face Germany, who can face a lot of big teams. You know, and when you go to to represent a continent like Africa. You know, we have that story about Zaire before, and till now, I don't know how many years, but till now people talk about that story.
1974.
Kalala, and you see, we don't want to be a bad example. If God will, we are going to work to go to AFCON, you know, first to AFCON. Then we are going to learn. You must be realistic.
Yeah.
You know, if you put in your shoes 38, please, over 42, don't put 38. Put your size.
I understand.
Yeah.
Basically, say you should get size.
Yeah, definitely.
But it was talking about, you know, coach, we were talking about the possibility of finishing in second place, good enough to get you into a playoff round. And that could also be one way.
That's very much possible.
Yeah, one way to go to the World Cup.
You know, brother, for respect for the people who follow the emission, you know, if I said that, like I'm telling him straight tomorrow, I'm going to beat you. And I want to let him to have a nice night, you know, without any pressure. Why you want to put, you know, high pressure for the people? Let them, tomorrow he's coming to the stadium. Don't make this night bad for them. Let them make it easy.
Coach, I wanted to ask you about the prominence, the rise of the African coaches. I mean, you're an African manager as well. And my colleague at the BBC, Shino Kileji, did a very interesting article on the prominence of African coaches.
Yeah.
And actually, I realized that about 25 of the 53
Countries.
FIFA-ranked African countries have got African managers. In fact, since 2019, the AFCON has been won by African managers. Of this qualifying series, 18 African managers are managing their own country. 7 of them, inclusive of you, are managing other African countries. I mean, how proud are you of how the African coaches on the continent have risen up and getting recognition?
My brother, I will tell you the truth. There are 2 kings of coaches. There are coaches who say amen for everything, and he's German, he may fall in the team. You know, he said, only I have African coaches, politic. And there are people who believe for the African coaches. You know, me, in this moment, I know, because I am instructor of UEFA Pro License in Belgium Association, and they have a lot of African coaches, from origin African coaches to be, you know, in that license, you know, pro license, you know, like coach of DRC before, Christian Senki, the coach of Kaiser Chief, Nabi, he was my student. I have a lot of people, you know, I got them to be pro license coaches, UEFA pro license. And I'm going to be honest with you. There are no balance between the North. We don't exist, you know, we don't have, you see, give me which black coach, you know, black coach is coaching in Europe, you know, give me 1, 2. How many people from Europe you come and don't talk about skill, talk about Europe? How many coaches you come to Africa? And I saw a lot of ghost coaches to come here only to make visit card. I know the coaches, he was a farmer, I swear, I am sure, he was working here, like
he was a farmer.
In the farm. Yeah. And he did study, I think, in the physical coach for the youth, you know, in the school. And he coached big club in South Africa, and he coached in us. You see, when I saw all that thing, we are not protected. You know, anyone from outside, he can come to coach in our continent. You know, with our diploma, you know, it's joke. You know, if you go to, you know, for CAF diploma, when you go to Europe, people start to look, what is this, Papa? This is for Metro. You know, for that, there are no balance. This is the reality. We are laughing, but we are killing our brothers. We need to exist in our continent. You need people to respect us. Well, in UK, they are that rule, Ronnie rules, OTG for the minority. Now we are going to ask about minority. And football is in Africa. All the big stars who come in the world, football world, is African. JJ Okocha, Didi Drogba, Eto'o, Majel, Bellumi, I don't know, all African, the big name who give the fantastic, the spectacle for the football is African. And the coaches also, you must have that protection. When you talk about our confederation, You know, now we have only one. He was. Now we don't have, you know, responsible of development, technical development in Africa. He was Raul from Angola. They chased him away. We don't have any structure. Our coaches, you know, is lost in this continent. You know, and one day he bring one say, okay, come to do CAF C, CAF B, CAF Ash, I don't know what. You see, we don't have structure. We don't have people who know really the profile of the coaches. He don't know what is Africa. You bring one, he never eat fufu. He don't know how they think in Africa. You bring him, you give him national team. You know, give me one, he give him national team in Europe from Africa. It's impossible. It's impossible. This is the reality. Our leader is weak, Papa. Our leader is weak. You don't have that things to face Europe, UEFA. You don't have that things to face in other CONCACAF. We still victim for our leaders. This is the reality. We hope in the future we are going to have people, you know, with that personality who is going to change and to give the right for our coaches. You know, how many players, former players from Nigeria, the first people who killed them is his own brother. Because there are a lot of now, sorry for the journalists, but there are a lot of journalists is agent. And the social media, they kill everything, you know. If you have coaches a bit, you know, is not sure for his work, of course, good. And he say goodbye, let me stay at home. You know, our job, our role, our task is to help each other and to build the generation who can face, the generation who can coach in Europe, can coach everywhere in the world, because we build the players to Europe. Then we can have our coaches there, and welcome for other very good coaches, you know, from Europe to Africa to exchange. You know, now I am happy for the last. I'm happy when I saw the coach from South Africa in the North Africa. We have our exchange. They start to be something good, but for the national team and the other thing, Papa, we are far. We are far. People is still eating. You know, is still eating a lot.
Wow.
This is the problem.
Well, Coach Adel Amrouche, thank you so much for joining us tonight on Game On. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. We've enjoyed your company thoroughly. Is this safe to wish him all the very best tomorrow? Can we?
We are not wishing him the best of luck for tomorrow's game. But after tomorrow's game, you can win all your other games.
Well, Coach,
including the one against South Africa.
You can wish what you want. You know?
Okay, I personally, I'd like to wish you all the very best. And I pray that when you beat South Africa, we will give you a chieftaincy title in Nigeria here. Don't worry.
Yes.
I told you the last time you must bring Adeleke dance for me. I beat South Africa.
Yes, he said that we must bring the governor of Osun State.
Bring him, he do that.
Yeah, he says he's a huge fan. He's a huge fan.
Oh, Governor Adeleke.
If both of them can dance together, he's more than happy.
When he beats South Africa, we will get the governor to dance for him.
No, I thank you very much to this opportunity to talk with my brothers, you know, in this fantastic country. And only I want to say to people, it's not Coach Adel, it's only artificial intelligence is talking in this place of Coach Adel. It's not me. Because if they ban me, it's not Adel is talking.
No, nobody going to ban you, Coach. Thank you very much, Coach Adel Amrouche, for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
We'll catch you later.